contest, the fourth one during the group stage of the NBA Cup. Grant, these teams have had vastly different fortunes so far in the tournament.
Well, one team is undefeated and the other is mostly out of it, BA. About as different as you can possibly get. And that's just how it can be during these group stages. There is just little room for forgiveness.
And the starting group for Chicago. They've got Josh Giddey. He's out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Buzelis in at the 4. There's a screen. Simons with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Clock at 6. Simons passes to Lee. From deep, Giddey. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
And here's Knipple from the arc. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. Chicago's gone 0 for 2 from outside. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Lee on the wing. 4-3. Fires in the triple.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now here's Miller. Last game for him, he picked up 10. To the paint. Picked it out of midair. Here's Lee. Out to Simons. Outside Giddey. Back to Simons. From deep. Andrews grabs the board. The Hornets have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Miller, the pass to Speedy. And he gets the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Giddey. He picked up 24 points in their last win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Look, he kept finding ways to get to the free throw line. He knew the other team couldn't stop him, so he just continued to punish them at the line.
A knockdown shooter if I ever saw one. Con Knipple is a constant threat on the perimeter, Grant.
Yeah, Knipple is a high-level floor spacer. He has a great feel for the game and makes solid reads. Plus, his strong frame allows him to match up with bigger wings.
Pure from three-point range.
Yeah, and Simons takes a lot of threes because he's confident in how dangerous he can be from them.
Miller outside. Here's the pick. 20 feet out. And it's in there.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Simons outside. Pass to Lee. Takes the 3. Andrews grabs the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Bridges. And it's all tied up.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Simons outside. Three-pointer off the mark.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync. It might be pressing right now.
They set a pick. There's Ball with a 3. Out to the wing. And here's Knipple from the arc. Chicago grabs the miss. The bodyguard's got 4 rebounds now.
Look, I'm not sure what's going on with him. 0 for the night. Might be time to give someone else a chance.
Giddey passes to Lee. Back to Giddey. The 3 is up. And out of bounds. Charlotte will have it. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You look at Chicago, and they've got the top spot in the conference, a testament to their hard work all year long. And, of course, Charlotte, a game and a half behind.
When I look at Chicago, they've just been relentless coming out of the gates. And what I love is that everyone is focused. You couldn't have asked for a better start.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. they're going to be a tough out for anyone.
Chicago trailing here. Outside Giddey. Back to Lee. Chicago needs to get off the shot here. The shot by Buzzell is no good. The Hornets have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Miller finds ball. Back to Miller. Here's Andrews. Shoots over Simons. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. Charlotte shooting their first free throws of the game.
At the line for the Hornets, Andrews taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Taking a look at Charlotte, tonight is their 4th and final game in group stage. The odds are against them.
Yeah, just one win in those first 3 group games. Getting to 500 isn't good enough to advance, so tonight is all about the regular season.
And let's see how things are shaken out for Chicago as well. A 3-0 record in the NBA Cup. Looking tonight to finish group play perfect.
And not an easy thing to do. They'll be tested on the road tonight, but so far it's been so good for them.
Now the Hornets moving it up. Step back and fire. The second effort. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Charlotte shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Second team foul. At the line for Charlotte.
1 shot.
Andrews shooting 1.
And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Let's get on our feet and make some noise for your Honeybees.
Second, let's take a look at the top scoring rookies in the NBA right now. Here's the bodyguard. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game. Lee on the wing, guarded by Miller. They need this. Andrews grabs the board. Andrews has got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass the ball. Spins. Offline with a 3. Bulls trail by 6. To the inside. Chicago passing it around. Simons outside. Here's the bodyguard. Yet to see a basket. 3 on the clock. And And again, Chicago, no good.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Every trip up the floor gets more and more important.
Yes, indeed. They badly want to stop the bleeding here.
He is really stuck on this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Here's Andrews, coming off a terrific game against New York. Here's Miller. There's Ball with a three. Chicago grabs the miss. The Bodyguards got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Lee. And in that win against the Pelicans, he was a major factor as well. Over to the left wing. Outside Giddey. To the middle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Knippel. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against New York. Ball outside. Fires the three, and it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Always eager to find a bucket. Ball drops into his shot immediately.
And so Billy Donovan calls him out. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. The first third of an NBA season, Greg, it sort of sets the foundation for the year's power structure.
Oh, that's so true, B.A. We start to see which teams are elite, who's running the show, and we find out who needs to think about making some changes.
Diabate's checked in for Miller, and it's White in for Ball. Jones, the pass to Giddey.
Watch the screen.
Three-pointer. Diabate grabs the board. On offense, here are the Hornets. They're on a 15-5 run. Back to White. Here's Andrews. Give him 8 points now. And he dumps it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Bulls trail by 9. Smith with a screen on Bridges. Hit this pocket. Here's Knippel. That one is stopped right through.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now here's Ivey. Averaging around 6 a game. Count it.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Charlotte leading by 9. Pass to Bridges. Back to White. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Oh, got a piece of it. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Bridges. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Hornets team.
They'll be looking to impose their will against this team, something they couldn't achieve last season.
Now here's Ivey. Down low. Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Didn't know he had that in him. Jalen Smith showing out.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. They lead by 7. What you appreciate about Colin Sexton, he's very team-minded offensively, Coach.
Yeah, he sees the big picture, works hard to make smart plays. Sometimes it's a pass, and other times, Brian, it's finishing the possession.
Buries it from 3.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Ivy up top. He's guarded by Bridges. Leans inside. Got a piece of it. Lets it go from the wing. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Hornets lead by 12.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
To the paint. Here's Smith. And a foul call on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Jalen Smith earns his keep here in the NBA as a great utility big man.
He sure does, B.A. Look, if you need size out there, Smith is your guy. He knows his role and he works hard, pulls down rebounds, and he offers a little bit of floor spacing as well.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, Jalen Smith is a modern big. He can protect the rim, guard the perimeter, and offensively he's shown the ability to be both a rim runner and a spot-up shooter.
Smith hits them both. Well, Stan, one thing the Bulls know they have to improve is their interior defense.
Well, B.A., look, last year the Bulls right at the bottom in opponents' points in the paint. They've got to form a functional wall and keep intruders at bay.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
It's impossible to win when you give up second and third chances to score.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Inside. And there's Smith. That one's good. On the assist by Ivy. Smith's got 6 points.
Well, as a big man, Smith is expecting contact. So when it comes, it's no surprise.
Outside White. With 1 on the clock. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Charlotte ending the quarter up 10. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be right back with you shortly. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Another thing they're doing right early on tonight is attacking the offensive glass. Just outworking the defense and winning second chances at the hoop.
Kobe White out there with Brandon Miller. And it's Andrews in at the center position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hornets. Pass to Sexton. Andrews grabs the board. Andrews has got 11 rebounds in the game.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
To the inside. There's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
What an impact White makes, whether he has the ball in his hands or not.
Bulls trail by 14. Launches it from deep. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Now here's Ivy. Sexton looking around. Driving inside. Hornets with the rebound. Andrews has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Pass to Salon. Back to White. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Hornets lead by 16.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Jones. He's scoreless. Lee misses.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
White, the pass to Speedy. Got it. Good job in the low post. Andrews has gotten 4 this quarter.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Hornets 4th.
Let's see if they'll be able to keep scoring at this rate throughout this season. Over the last 10 games, their ability to score in transition has been special.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second to end the drought. And the basket by Lee. Lee's got 8.
A versatile guard, Ivy shows you his floor awareness with the impressive kick-out throw.
Pass to Diabate. Here's Andrews. 14 points for him.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Now here's Sexton. Still no points. Just 5 to shoot. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And during the last 5 games, he's been a force on the boards. Really throwing his body at rebounds and trying to grab as many as he can. And that kind of effort has been noticed by his coaches and teammates.
A 3, Sexton. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Miller.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Back to White. Miller outside. Knocks down the triple. Miller's got his second basket on the night.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
They set the pick, and here's Ivy from the arc. Andrews grabs the board. Hornets leading by 20. White looking it over. Over Jones. Again, Charlotte.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Lee. Give him 8. Can they get it? Once again, off the mark by Chicago.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, the NBA keeping an open mind. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "This is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I'm a fan of 10-minute quarters. A 2-hour format is more consistent with modern television, but it's such a dramatic change. Something like that would have to be talked about over time." Brian, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Chicago's gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Here's Ivy. Got a hand on it. Here's Salon. Ivy defends. Passes along. Nice passing by Charlotte here. Here's Lee. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Lee's got 10 points.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man.
Here's Salon. Ivy defends. The ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Chicago. On Saturday, they'll go up against Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic. Here's Miller. Puts it up off the inbound. It's blocked.
Yeah, staying engaged defensively. Sexton, a rare swat.
4 on the clock. Second chance effort. White can't hit. Bulls trail by 20. The motor of Kobe White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, he's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Kobe will make those effort plays.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. For White. Then for Chicago, Buzelis is checked in for Ivy. Anthony Simons comes in for Sexton. And Giddey's subbed in for Jones. Bridges outside. Pass the ball. The three. And it's Chicago with a board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Lee misses.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Miller, the pass to Speedy. Here's Knipple. Launches a three. Drills it from deep. Knipple's got his second bucket on the night.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Simons outside. Here's Lee. Guarded by Miller. And the basket by Lee.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
Pass to Knipple. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. And they say that leadership starts at the top, Stan. How does great ownership and the front office permeate an organization?
Well, you're absolutely right, B.A. Leadership starts at the top. And the best owners in this league go out and get great people, and then they empower them. They don't micromanage. They get people to work and use their expertise to build the organization.
Nails it from three. Simons has got 6 points.
Well, you see that quick release, and Simon right on the money.
Pass to Knipple. Bridges passes to Miller. And they'll get another chance. And a pass break now for the Bulls. Here's Lee. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break. But what he has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
Bulls trail by 15. Pass to the bodyguard. From deep, Giddey. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
With a 9-footer, and it's Lee with the rebound. Lee's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Giddey. From the arc. They grab their own miss. Out to Simons. This one for 3. That won't go. Just 2 for 7 shooting. And here's Bridges. Will bring it up for the Hornets. 15-point game. Down low. And it's Bridges with the jam.
He's showing off his eye for finding open teammates. Knipple is no selfish rookie.
Here's Lee. Guarded by Miller. Fires from deep. 8 makes out of 15 shots. He's got it going.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Here's Andrews. He's got 16. No good from 11 feet. Giddey scanning the floor. Pass to Lee. Stolen by Miller. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half. And you can count it. You'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Shooting 1. And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Charlotte shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
One shot.
Primarily in college, Knipple was used as a floor spacer, a guy who is lethal from range, but he showed signs of being able to make plays and crash the glass as well.
Now here's Giddey. No points so far. Simon's shot is good. There's a minute 26 left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Bridges. Jacks up a 3. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. The bodyguard's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Simons outside. 4-3. Andrews grabs the board.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from 3-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Giddey passes to Lee. Chicago passing it around. And there's the lob. 5 on the clock. Inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Lee's got 22 points.
Well, this could be one of those nights where there's just nothing you can do to slow him down.
23 seconds left in the second period. Here's Andrews. And it's rejected. To the middle. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws. Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. So he makes both from the line.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Bridges outside. Again the miss by the Hornets. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots from Brown. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the Chicago Bulls. And guys, allow me to digress. Anybody care to explain what I saw in the catering area a few minutes ago?
No, Ernie. Shaq started it. I promise you, Ernie. It was not me. I never throw the first ticket.
Yeah, I can't believe you just snitched, Kenny.
Well, I don't care who did it. You're both cleaning it up.
Well, Ernie was Kenny.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Charlotte Hornets.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. And pass, shoot, score, repeat.
Nothing else to add to that, guys.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Bulls trail by 11. And for Chicago, let's take a look. We've got Anthony Simons. Also Josh Giddey out there. And it's Lee in at the three. Here's Giddey. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. 22 was their biggest lead. A 6'8" point guard. Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Grant.
Oh, it does, B.A. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan.
Here's Lee. It's a three-pointer. Lee's got 27 points.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Miller outside. Back to Ball. Fires the three. From distance. LaMelo Ball.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Ball against Giddey. Ball surveys the floor. Bridges outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bulls trail by 8. The bodyguard. Pass to Simons. Here's Buzelis. He's guarded by Bridges. Out to Simons. Pass to the bodyguard. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Miller outside. puts up a three. Here's Andrews. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
And his efforts, well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
And he's got his 4th free throw of the game.
One shot.
Shooting one.
And Stan, you coached a bunch of seasons in the league. What's an issue that you face that maybe the average fan doesn't know?
Well, look, I think the thing that fans really underrate about the game is how intelligent these guys are. So it's not really an issue that I face because I was lucky to have smart guys. But I think fans underestimate how much basketball intelligence factors in when you're talking about the best players in this game.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Everyone watching.
Let's see the best free throw shooting teams this season. 5th on the list, Chicago.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
Charlotte leading by 5. There's a screen. Bridges outside. From deep. They get it back. Second chance shot. And it's Andrews missing.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know.
Oh, sweet move.
Nice setup there out of the two-man game. Simons continues to grow as a passer.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. The Hornets have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the 3rd quarter. Up top, Miller. He's got 5. Can't hit from in close.
I'll tell you what, we know he's been struggling tonight, but his teammates have pitched in big time.
The shot by the bodyguard, no good. Charlotte has gone to 1 of 4 here in the 3rd from Reed. And let's send it over to Allen LaForce.
Thank you, guys. LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Back to you guys.
A great pass from Valley. Thanks very much for the report. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Miller outside. Pass to Andrews. Shot clock at 5. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. The bodyguard. Here's Lee. And there's a pick. And here's Simon. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Now here's Bridges. Not a lot of room. Ball against Giddey. Pass to Lee. Three-pointer, Buzelis. The Hornets pull it in. 22 is their biggest lead.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Screen by Bridges. Miller outside to the paint. Simons with a steal. Giddey passes to Simons. Chicago passing it around. Here's Lee. He's got 27. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Lee's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard.
Timeout.
You can't allow a clean look from that.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Let's get on our feet and make some noise for your own team.
Checked in for Chicago. Jones comes in for Giddey. On defense, the Bulls. They trail by 3. Miller outside. They set the screen. Shot clock at 6. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second team foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
And he drops the first. Bridges hits them both. The Bulls trail by 5. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
The bodyguard, the pass to Jones. Stolen by Miller. To the wing on the left. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Pass to Andrews. 6 on the shot clock. Now Ball. Elbow shot. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. The Bulls trail by 5. Here's Buzelis. He's guarded by Bridges. Here's
You kidding?
Well, you see, the ability to get the ball where it needs to go is what really stands out regarding Buzelis.
Ball passes to Miller. Pass to Knipple. Charlotte needs to get off a shot. Three-pointer, no good.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another three to fall.
Here's the bodyguard. Here's Lee. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Pass the ball. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. From outside the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Ball's got 9 points.
Fearless from beyond the arc. LaMelo has unlimited range and tremendous confidence.
And you think that not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7", or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop. Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the board harder. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Attention, everyone. Look who's coming onto the court. It's your Hornets Storm Squad. All right, everybody. Now coming onto the court. It's your Storm Squad. Bring me here, make some noise.
Go to the 2K leaderboard and see which teams have been the NBA's best in the rebounding department. Second, Chicago.
This team has done a great job of hitting the boards, and they do tremendous work boxing out.
Chicago on D. 4-point game. Pass to Knipple. There's the three. Sinks it from distance. Knipple's getting 11 points.
Bang, bang, as they say. Knipple with a quick release off the catch.
Here's Lee. He's got 31. Outside Giddey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over White. Outside for Sexton. Drains the triple. Sexton's got his first 3 points of the game.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
White against Giddey. Left side White. Played it in with a nice touch on the window.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Bulls trail by 6. Here's Buzelis. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
Here's White. Counted. 6 points for him.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Lets it go from deep. This shot by the bodyguard, no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Pass to White. 2:49 left in the third. Here's Knipple. Check by Sexton. Just 5 to shoot. And Knipple gets a 3. And the Hornets lead by 9.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Now here's Sexton. They set a pick. Lee, the pass to Giddey. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Hey, that's an aggressive move by Giddey. You love to see it.
Here's Knipple. 14 points for him. White can't hit. Pass to Giddey. Inside. Here's Buzelis. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got his 4th assist with that last one. And White has got the ball here for Charlotte. 22 was their biggest lead. Here's Knipple. Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. And it's Charlotte with another.
Yeah, I like that Knipple found a soft spot there. The mid-range could be a weapon for him.
The steal. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. There's the triple. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. The bodyguard's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. It's Giddey on the wing. Pass to Lee. 3 seconds left. That one falls. Lee's got 33 points. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Hornets up 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us. We get ready for the fourth. Kobe White out there with LaMelo Ball. And it's Andrews in at the 5, down low. That's the Hornets 5. To the inside.
Bonus foul. Number 9. Fifth personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Ball. Here's the pick. And he's going for the lob.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
Pass to Lee. Five to shoot. He shoots. Ball with the rebound. Charlotte leading by 3. Here's Salon. And again with the rebound.
Collecting yet another board.
He has been everywhere. Just an animal. Blocked. Outside Sexton. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Jones misses.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
White against Sexton. Pass to Salon. And there's the screen. Jones against Ball. Chicago with a rebound. The bodyguard's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Sexton passes to the bodyguard. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Pass the Ball. Here's Salon. And here's Ball. Lets the three fly. He drops it from range. And the Hornets lead by 6.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
Here's Lee. Here's Ivy. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
The three from Ball. The offensive rebound. And it's good for 2. Andrews has got 23.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
And there's a pick. Here's Lee. Here's Ivy. That one drops for him.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Andrews. Rebound by the Bulls.
Fading away. He makes that shot harder than it needs to be.
Pass to Lee. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Now just a 2-point Charlotte lead.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Clock at 6. White for 3. That's another board. This kind of effort is amazing.
Simply put, he will not be denied. And lately, this guy is finding points. I mean, just a beautiful second chance bucket right there.
Well, he's been doing a great job of making something out of nothing, especially on the offensive glass.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Ellis comes in for Ivy, and Anthony Simons subbed in for Jones. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a 3? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making 3s. Missing? Not so much. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Simons up top. Pass to the bodyguard. Chicago passing it around. Outside Sexton. Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, there's the sleight of hand by Sexton. Launching quickly.
Here's Diabate. To the left side wing. Here's Andrews. Buzelis grabs the board. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Here's Sexton, and he lays it up and in. And the Bulls lead by 1.
I love that. Sexton goes in there, takes the hit, and still delivers.
Pass to White. The kick out to Ball. From deep three-point range, Chicago with the rebound. Lee on the wing. Outside Sexton. To Buzelis. Oh, that's the alley. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Now here's Ball. Here's Andrews. Another steal. Sexton. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, don't let his 6'3" height fool you. Sexton loves rising up and dropping the hammer.
Down low. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Here's Andrews. Just 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leader. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Here's the bodyguard. It's the trifecta. And now it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
Defensively, this has not been the second half they were looking for. Gotta tighten it up.
To win the drought. Oh! In transition, here they come. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Lee. From downtown, Andrews grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Salone. Shoots from 12. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. The bodyguard. Pass to Simons. And here's Sexton. From behind the arc. Andrews grabs the board. Hornets trail by 10. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bulls. Charlotte making some changes. Miles Bridges checked in for Diabate. Brandon Miller comes in for Salon. And Knippel subbed in for White. And the Bulls also making a change. Giddey's checked in. Bulls leading by 10. Simons outside. Back to Lee. Pass to Giddey. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Ball. And again, Chicago, no good.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
Back to Bridges. Here's Knippel to halt the run. Oh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
And yes, sir! Matching three-pointers. Wow.
And after a sketchy first half, they're now looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point.
Last 2 minutes on my drum set. We down on the low, yeah, goddamn. Quick shot, big shot. Freeze in your face while your wrist locked. Last 2 minutes on my drum set. Oh, we down on the low, yeah, goddamn. Quick shot, big shot. Freeze in your face while your wrist locked. You know what they came to see. Me, never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a bitch squeak. Don't make me cross over, watch your kick squeak.
Hornets trail by 10. Here's Andrews. Outside ball. Let's loose for three.
Bulls foul. Reed. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
And that one misses. Good on the second one. Bulls leading by 9. Now Giddey. Puts up the tray.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Shooting for Chicago. Reed taking 3 shots.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. Sinks the second. And he nails the third. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. A 12-point game. Rejected. Here's Lee. Giddey outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Simons right side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lee. Part about that. Ooh, the three doesn't go.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance. Look, he's got to find something easy.
Here's Andrews. Oh, he can't hit it.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
1:27 left to play in the fourth. Yes, sir! Count it!
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
The 10-footer. Oh, no good.
Well, I can guarantee his coach isn't happy with his production this quarter. He's hurting their offense right now with all the shots he's missing.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Bulls.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Graham. Competitive game. They battled through every step of the way.
And BA, can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Lights Out.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. And how about that performance in the NBA Cup? 4-0 in the group phase. They advance to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, while they've been dominant so far, it's single elimination going forward. A whole new game. But I do like their chances.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Dan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.